up that a boogie gets mad at the place for showing Luke.
Well, I don't care what people see these days. Yeah, they'll never see that because again, I'd be going crazy. Okay, so what sounds good to watch? You know, I don't know. It sounds good to watch. Monkey, you know. Yeah, I'll do it later. I was thinking, guys, we'll do a video on it later, but right now, no. Hey guys, we're gonna do a video thing in a minute, but first, we're gonna do something in a minute, but yeah. Now there's two movies, okay? We're first gonna talk about Game Tomorrow, then Absolute Zero. I'll tell you what the movies are about in a minute. I know the live launches will cook right in. Okay, guys, Tyler here, guys. Now, Day of Tomorrow and Absolute Zero. I will do a video on those guys and a video on them eventually. But what does the thing is though? Now, Hellball. Okay, now Day of Tomorrow is saying closer to the equator is safer, but Absolute Zero is the opposite. It's from 0 degrees, which is the equator, to the I need to look that up later. Not today. I mean, even in a future day, I'll do it. Alien. I don't like Alien. I watched it, didn't like it. Okay, both of them based in Antarctica.
We're at 26 feet. We let Jason operate the drill? Yeah, look.
I need to look at some coordinates real quick, okay, guys. Coordinates of Three Rivers, Michigan. Coordinates of Three Rivers, Michigan.
Coordinates of Three Rivers are 41.94 degrees north, minus 85.63 degrees west.
So it survived. What's the coordinates of Indianapolis, Indiana?
Coordinates of Indianapolis are 39.77 degrees north, minus 86.16 degrees west.
Okay, I'd be fine. Pushing it, but yeah. Pushing it. What's the coordinates of Niles, Michigan?
The coordinates of Niles are 31.83 degrees north, minus 86.25 degrees west.
Okay, so we'd be fine. Anything over 30 degrees, anything between 0 and 30 degrees north or south, we'd be frozen. So we'd be fine. So anything between the left, Michigan would be fine.
What's happening? Oh, damn shelf is breaking off. That's what's happening.
Hey guys, just put up some videos.
What we have found locked in these ice cores is evidence of a cataclysmic climate shift which occurred around 10,000 years ago. The concentration of these natural greenhouse gases in the ice cores indicates that runaway warming pushed the planet into an ice age which lasted 2 centuries.
I'm confused. I thought you were talking about global warming, not an ice age.
Yes, it is a paradox, but global warming can trigger a cooling trend. Let me explain. The northern hemisphere owes its temperate climate to the North Atlantic current. Heat from the sun arrives at the equator and is carried north by the ocean. But global warming is melting the polar ice caps, disrupting this flow. Eventually, it will shut down. When that occurs, there goes our warm climate.
Excuse me. When do you think this could happen, Professor Benny?
I don't know. Maybe in 100 years, maybe in 1,000. But what I do know is that if we do not act soon, it is our children and our grandchildren who will have to pay the price.
And who's going to pay the price of the Kyoto Accord?
The
cost the world's economy hundreds of billions of dollars.
With all due respect, Mr. Vice President, the cost of doing nothing could be even higher. Our climate is fragile. At the rate we're burning fossil fuels and polluting the environment, the ice caps will soon disappear.
Professor Hall, our economy is every bit as fragile as the environment. Perhaps you should keep that in mind before making sensationalist claims.
Well, the last chunk of ice that broke off was about the size of the state of Rhode Island. Some people might call that pretty sensational. Higher. Our climate is fragile. At the rate we're burning fossil fuels and polluting the environment, the ice caps will soon disappear.
Professor Hall, our economy is every bit as fragile as the environment. Perhaps you should keep that in mind before making sensationalist claims.
Well, the last chunk of ice that broke off was about the size of the state of Rhode Island. Some people might call that pretty sensational.
And yet, global warming conquers in Italy, where if you can believe your eyes, it's snowing. The coldest weather in record has filled the city of New York.
I enjoyed your testimony, Professor. It's very spirited.
Well, thank you. What we're here for, right? Put on a good show.
Quite. I was wondering if I could talk to you about your theory on rock climate change. My name's Rapson. Terry Rapson.
Professor Rapson of the Henley Center? I've read your work on ocean currents.
Will you take this pot of tea?
Absolutely. We can nail it down.
I'll be here.
I'm a bit of a fan of tea, but do you talk to you? Sure. Okay, so your friends are already pissed how they found out you have a weather radio with them. You? Well, they found out that weather radio does its job. I'd be surprised. So one radio would go, maybe the other radio would stay down here, free, turn off permanently. I watch soccer before, it's alright.
Yeah. I just closed my eyes for a second. Baby kept us awake all night. Dennis, Millwood Boy 431 temperature drop 13 degrees. Where is 431 George's Bank. Oh, it's got Caesar then. Must have knocked it back. Oh, the lad's winning.
Hello, Professor. How was India?
What do you know what these scientific gatherings are? All dancing girls, wine and parties.
Some music are touch on. He lied. He's in the bar. We're still good. Is it hell or ice? Yeah, but Sonic made cell phones. Well, the thing you do if there's a hailstorm, you go under something sturdy, like his Joy did. You go to a truck. But nah, I was gibberish. Who cares? I wish I had some TVs and three. I wish I had a TV station.
The theory of Hurricane Noah body stunned weather experts yesterday, slamming into the unprepared Irish Chamber of cataclysmic force never before witnessed. Meteorologists already believe this to be the strongest hurricane ever recorded, a storm that will surely get them to death. Hello?
I just saw that Sam's got an F in calculus.
Where, Jack? I got a copy.
Sam is a straight A student. He doesn't fail classes. Well, maybe you want to meet him. I just don't understand.
I'll let him explain it to you. You take him to the airport in the morning?
Sam's getting on a plane.
He joined the Scholastic Decathlon team, competing in New York.
Sam joined the team.
I was working in Michigan. Hotter.
Please don't be late. I don't want to have to take a taxi again.
All right, okay, I'll be there. Jack!
I know you have an innate talent for rubbing people the wrong way, Jack, but why? Why, for the love of God, would you aggravate Vice President?
Because my 17-year-old kid knows more science than he does.
Perhaps, but your 17-year-old kid does not control our budget. It doesn't matter if he beats you.
My son doesn't hate me.
You're missing the point. What I'm trying to tell you is if Rick is back and pulls our budget, wait, Jack!
Hi, Sam. I'm sorry I'm late.
Yeah, it's fine. The cat's already here.
It's okay. I'll take care of it.
What are you?
I'm disappointed.
Do you want to hear my side of it?
Sam, how can there be two sides?
Look, I got every question right on the final. And the only reason why Mr. Spangler failed me was because I didn't write out the solutions.
Why not?
I do it in my head.
Spangler, I had a teacher named that. He was a pain in the butt, though.
I did.
He's kind of a hard ass.
Well, that's ridiculous. How can he fail you for being smarter than he is?
That's what I said.
How do you fail?
You flunked me, remember?
Sam, hey, jumped. I'm gonna call this guy. We're gonna get this whole thing straightened out.
Don't worry about it.
Sam. Sam.
Roger that. Hey, come take a look at the storm system. It's a bonus.
I'm about to get a new one of these things soon.
All right.
He's afraid of flying.
No smoking. Fasten your seatbelt.
You know, statistically, the chance of a plane going down because of turbulence is less than 1 in a billion. remember this.
Sam, let's pay attention, okay? Everything's fine. You're still serving drinks.
Folks, it appears we're going to have a little bit of a bumpy ride here for the next few minutes. We ask that you please fasten your seatbelts and put your tray tables and seat backs in their upright positions until we get through this section.
There's an blah.
Sam. Can I have my head back?
I believe I'm spending 2 weeks alone with my mom.
Be patient. She's gonna be close. I live here.
Because of this extreme weather, the name's mystery, although some people just believe it's called cosplay.
It's very odd. There's a boy here registering a 13-degree crop commercial temperature.
That's right. That boy malfunctioned the other day. I'll put a call in, see if there are any ships near George's Bank to get it.
This boy isn't in George's Bank. It's just off Greenland.
What are the odds of two boys, Vega?
That's three.
In New York City, traffic jam, 10 blocks long. Look at here, Buddha. These people in their cars and their exhaust, and they're just looking at us.
Excuse me, sir. We're really late.
We're almost there. I'm only 2 blocks away. Let's walk.
What's going on?
No idea. They're all worked up today.
In 1532, Spanish conquistador Francisco Pizarro defeated this Incan emperor at the Peruvian island town of Cajamarca. What is his name?
I don't know. I'm not gonna watch that. I don't have so much. I really want to do something else, but I can't do it because right now it's not time. Wait, I did it already twice today, didn't I? Or once already, so I don't need to do it no more.
Coincidental not to be related.
We're dealing with the serial sniper, right?
I don't do any more of my life. I'm having fun.
We've learned to savor the moments that won't always there. And they never taste
Harder.
Yelling stop. Indeed, the right would shout stop over and over again in the coming decades.
Those shouts echoed through the 1960s
as America exploded.
I don't care.
Cities were racked by rioting.
I don't care.
Riots and police shootings.
Don't bow down anymore.
Shut up. No one cares anymore. Planet Earth. How to be an asshole. Killer couples. Extra. Going RVing. Can I watch that channel or not? Overboard. Major asshole. Nope, we don't got gas. Overboarding, Dino Run, Shooters, Moneyballs, Spaceballs, Deep in Pot, My Dad's an Idiot, American Bandstand, How to Be an Ass, How to Be an Asshole number 2, Parole and Asses, John Wiki, Diners, Top Gear, Top Gear. Top Gear. What was on here? There's something decent on TV. I'm gonna watch someone else on Holy Watch. We can't find it on Top Gear. Episodes. Nothing good. Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham. I don't know who that bitch is. I don't want to see who that bitch is. I remember what that bitch does by standing around being a jerk. I don't care. Who names their kid Jet anyways? Weather reports. Okay, that's stupid. I'm gonna make some sleep in 5 minutes. Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham. Not watching that. It's on Paramount. Free.
I think the sketchy website I bought this turtle from stole all my info. Ooh. Have you looked on the bright side? Just compare what you're responsible for authorized purchases on your card. That's my turtle. Fraud protection. Discover something brighter.
I can't believe the show starts in half an hour and occupies Maybe he drowned trying to visit Bin Laden's grave.
Security?
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Up at Jake?
Yeah, well, gotta go. Beer break.
Wait, Ahmed's late. Keep an eye out for him.
Which eye?
Who can he be? He went from dead terrorist to Hollywood diva. I'm telling you, the fame went to his skull.
Ahmed. No way.
Ahmed's here. I'll go park his car since there's no law against drunk parking.
Thanks, Papa Jake. Good job.
Whoa, is that a hybrid?
It's the Ahmed mobile, you idiot. Just be careful parking at the right gate.
Didn't hurt.
And whatever you do, don't touch the red button.
Got it. Touch the red button.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Jeff Dano!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's absolutely great to be here at lovely Richmond, Virginia. And you know, I've been doing the show all over the country, just having a blast here, there, and everywhere. The fans are great, but we've also been taking my show around the world. We've been doing shows in South Africa, Australia, 3 tours of Europe and the UK. Now they're talking about taking me to China. What? How am I gonna do my show in China? All I know is if I do my show in China, there's a big chunk of my act I'm gonna have to leave out. You'll recognize when I do it here this evening. But it is interesting going to some of these foreign countries and doing press interviews because some of the reporters have done their homework and care, others just don't. For example, I was in London talking to a guy and he was like, all right, so ventriloquism, have you eliminated every other possibility of employment? And I have to go, no, this is what I've done my entire life. I've never wanted to do anything else. I started very young. I was 8 years old. I was in the 3rd grade, Christmas, 1970. Got my first dummy. There's Mom and Dad and me under the tree right there. You can see how proud my father is. But for years, I'm looking at that picture and think, why does he have that expression on his face? Then finally hit me, duh, look where the dummy's hand is. So, yeah, that's creepy. So I started doing shows very early, all the way through elementary school, junior high, high school, college. And this is what I wanted to do. This was the future I saw. I saw it. There are a few people that didn't see it. For example, girlfriends. They they'd realize I was sincere about wanting to talk to dummies the rest of my life, and they would dump me immediately. I couldn't see what they saw until a few months ago. I was sitting down with my 3 daughters, and we were looking at things from my junior high and high school years. My daughters were horrified. Why? Let me explain. I started getting paid for doing my shows in the 7th grade, and I knew that if I was going to be a professional ventriloquist, I needed a professional photo. Now, my parents were supportive, but they weren't going to shell out the cash for that. So I thought, how am I going to get a professional picture of me and a dummy taken? And then it finally hit me. School picture day. But I thought this was genius. All I had to do was show up at school with the dummy in the suitcase, stand in line. When it was my turn, I'd sit down, put the dummy on my knee, smile, click, professional photo. And that's what I did every year from the 7th grade through the 12th grade. The only trouble was they'd only take one photo, and that's what ended up in every yearbook. And that's why my daughters were horrified. It was boy, girl, girl, boy, boy with doll, girl. Don't believe me? There's 7th grade right there. There it is. I'm the one on the right. Look at that. That is Justin Bieber hair, damn it. So, 9th grade came along and I decided to do the same thing. This is the bicentennial year in our country, 1976. I was a patriotic lad, but I didn't want to dress like Uncle Sam. Well, apparently, I wanted to dress like a 4th of July picnic table cover. You know, the funniest thing to me about that photo is the fact that I have braces. Why is that funny? Well, the rest of my life I'm going to be talking with my mouth shut, so what's the point? I know most of you look at these photos and thinking, this is the saddest human being we've ever met. Did he have any friends? Yes, I did. Here we are sitting in my bedroom one day. So now I had about 15 minutes in my show. I knew I wanted to add something else, some variety. I thought, music? Yes. Something cool. Rock and roll guitar? No, something cooler. I'll play the trombone. I'm gonna let this photo soak in just for a minute. There's so much wrong here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start with the least obvious, and that's my dummy up in the corner listening to me play the trombone. But now, let's talk about fashion, shall we? How did my mother even let me out of the house? And this wasn't some accident on a Saturday morning where I accidentally threw on the wrong clothes. This is an outfit I wore to school regularly.
I don't watch any more of this shit. Kids, have love with me now, please.
I must have gone to the store and said, do you have any pants that don't even go with themselves?
I think. Come on, videos upload.
This next photo, you know, my parents were supportive, but every once in a while in a child's life, the parents must step in and say enough is enough. Apparently, my parents did not do this, as is evidenced by this next photo. And by the way, none of these photos have been photoshopped. Everything is legit. Everything's real. I promise you. So that's how sad it is. But this next photograph, I don't remember how it happened. All I know is that we went to the professional portrait studio, and this was the family portrait that hung in our living room this big for years.
Fuck. What? I deleted the wrong pictures. Yes, yank it.
You know, weird part is my parents had family and friends over for parties.